quadratic functions in intercept form. The last form that we need to think about for being able to graph these is y equals a times the quantity x minus p and the quantity x minus q. So p and q are the x-intercepts, because if you set it equal to y, the zero product property would say x minus p equals 0 and x minus q equals 0. So x equals p or x equals q. That's why the x-intercepts are p and q. The axis of symmetry is going to be halfway between p and q, since we know that those are reflections of each other over the axis of symmetry, and the axis of symmetry has to go through the x-coordinate of the vertex. This also gives us a way to find the vertex. The axis of symmetry is x equals p plus q over 2. And so we identify, this time, our a, our p, and our q. So the x-intercepts are 1, 1, 0, and 5, 0. The vertex is 1 plus 5 over 2. So 6 over 2 is 3. Plugging that 3 in, we have negative 2, 3 minus 1, 3 minus 5. So our y equals negative 2 times 2 times negative 2. Our y is 8. So our vertex is the point 3, 8. The axis of symmetry is x equals 3. Since our a is negative 2, which is less than 0, we open up. We open down. It is a negative. Negative people spend more time frowning, which means we have a maximum value of 8. The absolute value of a is 2, which is greater than 1. So this is a vertical stretch. Our pattern is 1A, 3A, 5A, so 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 2 is 10. Our domain is all real numbers. Negative infinity to infinity. Our range is our y's are going to be less than or equal to 8, or negative infinity to 8. Our y-intercept when x is 0, which we find by plugging the 0 into our equation. So negative 2 times 0 minus 1 times 0 minus 5. Negative 2 times negative 1 times negative 5. Our y-intercept is negative 10. And let's go and graph. So we don't have our xy axis given to us this time. We got to draw it ourselves. We have our x-axis. We have our y-axis. We have to label our tick marks to know how far we're going each time. Otherwise, it's assumed we're going 1, which we're probably going to go 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we have our vertex at 3, 8. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our vertex is at the point 3, 8. Our pattern says go over 1 and down 2, over another 1 and down 6, over another 1 and down 10. reflecting those points over the axis of symmetry. And then we're going to draw in our beautiful parabola. Our x-intercepts are 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, which we know from the top. 1 and 5, which match up with our P and our Q. And we are done. Hope you've had a good time graphing parabolas. See you in class.